What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another podcast episode. My name is Jorge. I'm the Chief Marketing Officer here at Attention Grabbing Media.
My name is Carlos. I'm the head of acquisitions here at the Attention Grabbing Media Agency. And we're going to be talking about AI.
Yeah, mostly we want to focus on AI today.
Specifically video.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, I mean, there's so much that has been progressing that, well, we also just started the podcast, but we've been talking about this for a few years now, like the whole AI thing, and we've obviously been using AI every day now, and we've seen the progress of, the images first, now video.
Yeah, it's been progressing fast.
Yeah.
Like crazy. Just the other day, I saw a video of, they had when the AI images and the videos first came out, I think something that went pretty viral was they had Will Smith eating spaghetti.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that.
So just the other day, I was scrolling through my feed, and I saw the comparison between what they had before and now, and it's just day and night.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
It's crazy.
Man. So there's actually a new one that came out recently, which I wanted to show you, and we can watch this together so we can kind of react and look at in real time some of these videos, because pretty wild. The new Google, I think it's VEO3 or VEO? VEO3, whatever.
VEO, but I think it's
we'll just call it VEO.
Just call it VEO.
The VEO3 from Google, that's the newest version that just came out, and some of the videos that are coming out that people are putting out is pretty crazy.
I have to be realistic. I just can't tell the difference. I'm still blown away because...
So I'm going to show you the one I sent Carlos. I texted him this one, and he was like, he couldn't believe this was actually AI.
I'm sorry.
And that's this one right here, okay? So let's take a quick look at it. Let me make sure the sound is on.
The actual revealed that microplastics are being found in human testicles, raising
You can never trust these studies.
on male reproductive health.
Who's hungry?
That's it. Keep going.
Well, you're so lucky he's naturally buoyant and you don't have to watch him.
So everything from the audio, the people in there, the sound effects, everything was just from one prompt.
Yeah, which is crazy. When I saw that video, I was like, how do you, is it because I haven't used this tool specifically.
Yeah.
And I was wondering, if you just have a paragraph and you're prompting that type of video, how does AI know what to make these humans do progressively throughout the video? It's just
Yeah, how does it learn, you mean?
So this video, is 2 minutes and 45 seconds. So what?
Oh, but this was multiple
prompts.
Yeah, these were multiple prompts, multiple scenes put together. In fact, one of the new versions, or one of the new, I should call it, I guess, features or whatever from the VEO3 is that it has this thing called flow. So it kind of built like a storyboard. You know what I mean? So you're okay, scene one, and then the next scene is this. Yeah, that's how they do it. But Sora has that too. But in fact, we're gonna see here. I recreated one of the videos of this guy that put out one of his videos using Google VEO3, and he actually put the prompt that he used, and I used the same prompt on Sora, and you can see the difference.
Yeah.
But I was just gonna say that Sora has the same thing, the storyboard thing, but man, it's not that good. I mean, it's good for what it used to be, but
it's just everything's moving so fast. It's the minute something new launches, now you have Google VEO3, and then in 3 months you're gonna have maybe Sora come out with something even better.
That's
maybe
right.
Maybe even X, right? Because now they're
Truly
game pretty hard. Elon Musk is pretty.
Hey, you know about the I guess it's called it's not the warehouse, but I forgot what they call it. But basically, where all the servers are that he built, this mega big ass factory full of these AI servers that he built in there.
Yeah.
So it's been learning really at an advanced rate, versus all the other ones.
Who do you think's gonna win the AI race?
That's a good question, man. Yeah. I think OpenAI is still gonna probably end up the winner, just because it's kind of like the Walmart or the Amazon effect or whatever. Once you get so big, so well known, that momentum, it's so hard to fall off.
You know, they got first movers advantage,
That's what I'm saying.
and you know,
And everybody's just used to using it. Like, it's just like, it's almost like Google, you know, for what, 20 years, whatever it is, 20 plus years, no, more than that. However long we've been using like Google to search things, it's just like that's been the normal until now.
very true.
Right.
I actually haven't really used Google too much. I stopped using it.
Same.
Ever since ChatGPT case, you know, we just launched. I just stopped, and progressively too. And like I was still using Google in the beginning, and then little by little, I just started to kind of like do away with like Google searching, because
Same.
dude, it's just much easier to get on my phone and have a conversation. And now that AI has, or ChatGPT has, you know, the camera built in, so I can take a video of it. You know, I saw not so long ago, it was like, you know, somebody was using an example, like their car broke down and they were literally like filming their car, and then they were like, you know, the AI was able to listen to the sound of the car, of what we, you know.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they had the
Shit,
camera,
I haven't seen that.
and then, you know, because it's like got a built-in assistant, and they were asking, hey, what's that sound coming from? What do you think the problem is? So it's like having a mechanic in your pocket, which is crazy.
That's crazy, man. I hadn't seen that. Man. You should send that to me.
Yeah, I should send it to you.
But you know what I like is I've also stopped using Google, and I think I was trying to analyze like why, you know, because I actually trusted Google a lot more still, even when ChatGPT started. But I think the reason is for the back and forth that I can have for ChatGPT and on the same topic. So, for example, let's say checking about some supplements or something, right? And it's like it tells me something about whatever, I don't know, the adrenal glands or something, you know, or the kidneys or the whatever. And I'm like, what is that? Where is that? Like, show me an image of the body, like where that is, or, you know, simple stuff like that, and it just shows me an image. And then I keep chatting with it, and then I'm like, okay, well, give me 5 examples of how that could be, or 5 examples of what I can do about it, like that kind of stuff. Just going back and forth.
Yeah.
You just
know what
can't. It doesn't compare to Google.
Yeah, it doesn't. And you know what it is too, is that specifically for me too, is that like there's just such an overabundance of information and so many things going on. You got like so many apps that everybody's on, information everywhere.
Yeah.
And I feel like people are just getting like overloaded, and they're trying to find the simplest path or the simplest way to receive information. And if you think about it, you know, we're so busy that you know, like ChatGPT, like pulling out your phone and asking for something specific and getting something specific back. It's just, for me at least, it's much easier to do.
Yeah,
that.
but you were able to kind of get that from Google before, right? But you just had to like go out and do your own research. Like you would get blogs.
Yeah, I mean me, because I know how to search, but in my opinion, the average person doesn't really know how to properly search. You know, or let's just call it somebody who's not so tech savvy.
Yeah.
You know, if they go run a simple Google search for something, for a problem they're trying to solve, it may take them like, I don't know, 5 or 6 different times, you know, clicking here and there before they actually find what they're looking for.
Yeah.
Or they might get frustrated because, you know, this happens a lot because they just don't know exactly what to look for. But with ChatGPT, it's just like, you're just kind of like, there's less steps to get the answer that you're looking for.
It's less steps, but it's also like more steps if you want, which I do sometimes. I make it more steps, but that's, you know, I keep asking questions and like trying to clarify about it. But anyways, all right, I'm gonna show you the next one. So there's this guy, Rory Flynn. This guy does a lot of mid-journey stuff, but ever since, you know, video has been coming out, he just kind of started just now, instead of being niched down to mid-journey, he now has been like growing into all kinds of like video and stuff like that. Anyways, so he put out this feed, or this, not this feed, what do you call it? This thread. And so this is using the new VEO3 that we were just talking about. And this is what I was talking about. Like, so he's putting the example prompts that he's using for stuff like this. Let me see if there's audio here. That's pretty crazy, man.
See how real it looks. Like,
Didn't he say here?
For the average person, you want to not be able to tell the difference.
No.
And if you think,
And it's like he's saying here, I wasn't expecting the sound of the dialogue, because we're so used to like Sora or anything else, or you tell it like make you a video, like it's silent. Even if they did have some sound to them, you have to tell exactly, like describe the you know, the type of sound, the background. I mean, it's like you have to be so specific. But this one, it's pretty crazy.
No, it's definitely crazy.
There's another one here. Okay, so this one, let's see.
It is highly to it. Those
Let me see.
on the way to company. Because there must be sales signs for other children.
Whoa, baby!
I can see this on a TV commercial,
Yeah.
or like, I don't know, a grill.
Yeah.
You're selling a grill.
Or even
Think about,
like TikTok shop affiliates. You can use this kind of stuff.
Yeah, 'cause this-
to hook.
Yeah,
You know.
Yeah, because this stuff is cool. It's amazing, and you know, but I don't think people would still realize like the power behind it. It's like, imagine the amount of money that a business can save.
Oh, yeah.
By just creating this one video with like a paragraph. That's what's called a prompt.
Yeah.
But it's like just a paragraph of text.
Just
You
this
know,
right here.
Yeah, like how much would it cost the average business? Let's just say you were selling grills, like that was your business.
Yeah.
How much on average would it cost you to find an actor, right? And you know, to get everybody to go to a specific scene outside and shoot
Yeah.
that.
I mean, I can tell you because we go out on location to some of our clients, right? And if you hire us for, let's say, branding service or marketing services and stuff like that, we'll go out to your business, even if it's Texas, California, New York, whatever, right? Actually, just came back from Texas, one of our customers, and you will have to pay thousands of dollars for us to fly out there. We do, you know, we bring lighting, we bring cameras, which each one of these cameras costs like $10,000, right? We bring whatever, we bring props, we bring it all. The point is, it's going to cost thousands of dollars to go out there and shoot something like this. And even if you try to do it yourself with, let's say, your iPhone or something like that, do you know about lighting and do you know about the setup? I mean, let's say you do, because some people do, right? Still going to take you way longer than it would take AI to create this, because it'll do it like in a minute, maybe 5 minutes. I don't know, you know. But check this out. So I was going to tell you, I took this prompt
Like it for you.
and I put it into Sora, and I wanted to see like what's the difference. So this is basically going to be the VEO3 versus Sora with the same exact prompt of this barbecue guy.
There's a different thing to the
And this is what it came up with. So first of all, no audio. You know,
The color grading's off too.
color grading is off. Like
just
it kind of started in reverse. Like it's like first it's lighting it up and then it's lighting it up again. I don't know. It's a little bit off. It's the same exact prompt though, so I didn't change anything there.
What a
And also like look, where he's just like grabbing the air like randomly. I don't know.
yeah, and these little things bother. Like if
Oh.
it's
Yeah, you can pick it up. That is AI real quick, and then you're just gonna want to swipe away.
exactly.
Versus, okay, let's look at this one again real quick. Look at this guy.
It's to the road.
What, bro? That looks real.
Now that looks
That hurts. Is
Whoa, baby!
yeah, there's no way somebody would be able to tell that's AI, especially when you throw in a little bit of audio,
Yes.
a little bit of like light editing. There's no way.
So talk about that, because I know that you use AI video a lot, like the AI avatar specifically. Not so much this one yet, but we will be using the VEO3. But how do you use the AI video or AI avatar in this case, and with your editing styles or the music or the whatever, to blend in to social media?
Yeah. So right now I'm using a tool called HeyGen.
Okay.
So
Hey Jen, let's take a look.
You can know it. And with HeyGen, what's cool about that is that you can record a video of yourself, right? Either on your phone, if you have a professional camera, that's awesome, but you don't need one.
Yep.
Record a video on your phone, and you know, once you record that video, this is the one that I'm using right here.
Yeah, so we have different avatars.
We have different avatars. These are called avatars, right? And each one of these were recorded by our video production guys, and
Well, I even made one of myself. I forgot about that.
yourself as well. And you can do these behind a green screen, but I think they did away with that now, right? Now you can do whatever.
Oh yeah, no, this one was no green screen, and then this one was actually walking around.
Yeah.
Because it used to be that you had to like sit down, not a lot of movements, or it would confuse the AI. But nowadays, like you could just take anything pretty much and make it into an AI. Okay, so let's take a look at an example here. So here's one of them. Let's see,
No, we're not.
and this is the one that you're using in your ads, right?
Hey Jimmy, your instant avatar is ready. Try creating videos with it. Also, click the feedback button to share what you think. Hope you enjoy.
It looks so realistic.
So that right there was the AI voice. This was the avatar in action already. I thought it was at the first couple of seconds there. I thought it was actually the real video that we shot as an example for that to create the avatar.
That's how real it looks.
Yeah. So like, 'cause the thing is that the video itself is real. The motion, everything. We're not making them do anything different,
I'm
right?
not making them do anything different.
But you can make him say whatever you want to say.
Yeah, that I can. That I can play around. I can make you say whatever I want. And this is where the
Hey Jimmy, your instant avatar is ready. Try creating videos with it. Also click the feedback button to share what you think. Hope you enjoy.
so the real power behind this is that, you know, in this case, Manuel is my client, right? And I'm making, you know, he's a busy person. Right?
Yeah.
So you know, I don't know what ad's really going to work, right? I have kind of like an educated assumption based on my experience, but at the end of the day, like the market's going to dictate what ad works and which one doesn't. So in order to in order to save my clients to not waste his time, right? And make it more productive. What I do is I already have his avatar, and I come up with a ton of different scripts, right? And I make video ads, you know, usually in the length of like 45 seconds to a minute, and then I launch them. I do some slight editing, right? I add some captions,
Okay.
and I add audio. That's about it. I don't do any crazy editing because really you don't really need it.
Yeah.
Really what I'm trying to find is what message is really working, right? The context of what you're saying matters more than the editing, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Especially if you're selling like higher ticket items. So in this case, what I'm really looking for is I'm launching more ads, right? The more offers you launch, the more likely you are to hit one, right? Or find a winner. So really what I'm trying to do is like I'm trying to find a winning ad, right? Now, if that winning ad is actually working really well, I'm not going to stop it. I'm going to let it run, right? Obviously, which I do actually. I have one of these ads that is working really well for me. I launched it not Friday. Actually, today's Tuesday. I launched it Friday. Already got like 3 booked calls off of it. The cost per call, the cost it's costing me to acquire a call is much less than my other ads. So yeah, it's actually performing really well. But
I'm gonna bring it up.
Yeah. So while you're doing that, ideally, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to find a winning ad, and then if that ad is doing really well, then I'll use that as a control, right? And then what I'll do is I'll reach out to Manuel and I'll say, hey, Manuel, I have a winning ad here. It's doing really well. Why don't you come into the studio and let's shoot this, right? Then you see I'm no longer wasting his time. It's
That's
actually,
smart.
It's more
So,
productive.
yeah, because instead of having the client, or in this case, you know, it's Manuel, but again, that's your client, right? So instead of having him waste an hour shooting 30 different videos, you can have just AI do 30 different messages, so you can find what's working.
Yeah, and it's backed by
Okay.
data, not what I think is
I like that.
right? And that's where things really become efficient. You know, when they talk about like, oh, AI is going to help you become efficient, and you know, help you become more productive. Well, that's a perfect example.
That's a great example. That's true. Okay, so I'm gonna bring up the ad so we can show them.
You know, and I was kind of like, I wasn't so surprised, but I was, you know, because I'm looking at this stuff every day. So
Yeah.
I'm just like, I'm wondering if people are going to catch on to this.
Yeah.
AI. But you know, depending on, there's a thing that I don't know if there's a thing that Eugene Schwartz, right, calls market sophistication, right? And certain demographics have certain levels of market sophistication, right? So what that means is that some markets aren't really I don't want to use the word savvy, but like they may not be so sophisticated to recognize that this is AI.
Yeah.
So, you know, the demographic that I'm targeting right now, their level of sophistication when it comes to AI and technology is lower on the scale.
Right. It's not like they're marketers.
It's not the marketers,
No,
right?
this is, we're targeting, just to clarify, like doctors, which they're not, you know, using AI all day, every day like we are.
Yeah, and it's not about like whether you're smart or not. It's
Yeah.
just like kind of like saying, "Hey, are you tech savvy or not?"
Yes.
Anybody could be tech savvy if
That's right.
If like that's the world you're in and you practice it and you know you're in it. But if you're not like constantly in the world of AI or you know looking at ads or you know your level of sophistication is going to be a little less.
Yeah.
So
Okay, so here's a good example. This is an ad that is about 2 minutes long. The script you created with AI,
Yep.
with the help of AI,
Yep.
and of course your marketing knowledge, your skills, or whatever. But you're using AI to create the script. Then you're using AI, which is HeyGen, to create the video. And the voice is also AI, right?
everything about this ad is AI.
What about the
That's it. Also.
the copy?
Everything.
Okay, cool. That's awesome. I love it. I love to see that. All right, let me see if I can. And then, so again, this video right here is basically we're targeting doctors to come into our funnel. I want them to book a call and talk to our marketing, consultant to see basically if this is a good fit for them. We have a whole marketing system that's just for doctors. We basically help them with branding, growing their YouTube channel is one of our specialties. We help them with social media videos. We will make scripts for them. What else is the system?
Editing, scripting, guidance with the content, so direction will help you, with the topics. Package up your content both for YouTube and social media. We'll chop up the content and we'll lay out the strategy for you. What we call a strategic low-cost paid ad strategy, because it's really the content-first approach.
Yeah.
Right. So we can prime the audience, and then we run a low-cost paid ad strategy to sell to that audience.
There
right?
you go.
So,
and we also will come out to location and help you create content.
Yeah.
So we'll help you shoot the videos and all that, and of course edit them, and we post them, and then we do all that. So it's a full service.
Yeah, it's a
full service marketing system. Anyways, check out this ad right here.
The guy's a
doctor or health expert trying to grow your brand online, and you're frustrated that it's not gaining traction, you're probably missing one key truth. Every time you post, you're fighting for attention against massive creators with entire teams behind them. People like Frank Suarez, Dr. Living Good, and big health influencers. They've got production teams, editors, researchers, spending thousands of dollars a month just to stay consistent. So if all you've got is a few spare hours a week between patients or clients, you're
So that's a good example of like the editing that you do, the amount of editing, which is very minimal.
Yeah.
But there is a little bit in there, and it actually helps it to make it look more social media ready.
Yeah. Well, here's kind of the thing with editing too, is that if you're the type of person that's attracted to the flashy editing, you're probably not in the pool of people that I would target anyways.
Okay.
Because I'm trying to get my message across.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to sell something that's high ticket. I'm not trying to distract you with dopamine in a sense.
Right.
People who are attracted to the flashy editing, it's more of a distraction. And the people who really stay for, in this case, let's just call it boring. It's not boring content, but let's say that it's a little less flashy, a little bit more bland. If you stay for that, that's because whatever you're saying in the video matters, and that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get that across because, again, I create content with intention and a purpose to sell something, not just to create it. So.
Okay, that's a good point. Another great point I just thought about, if you want to let them know. So why did you choose a 2-minute video? A lot of people recommend 30 seconds or less.
Yeah, so I mean,
For ads specifically.
at the end of the day, you want to test.
Sure. You never know, right? And by the way, we've tested both things, and we do images too.
Yeah.
But what do you think about doing the longer videos? And by longer, I mean from 30 seconds to 2 minutes.
The thing about longer videos, and I've seen this more and more, I've seen this pop up more and more, where people have even 10-minute edits, right?
Yeah. For ads?
For ads.
Yeah.
So they'll do a lot of the selling in the ad. It's like a mini VSL
Yeah.
in the feed, right? I think the longer people stay on the video, if the video is pretty long and the longer people stay on, that even just might help the algo even find more serious potential buyers.
Yeah.
Because and you're getting more information across, right? So you can have a 30-second video, and there's only so much you can say there.
Yeah. So that is one great point. Another one that I thought about was that the higher the ticket that you're trying to sell, the more expensive your service, or sometimes even also the more technical, the more it requires you to have a video that explains things.
Yeah. Well, here's
It's not like a one call close and a flash sale,
Yeah.
FOMO type of ad. That's not what we're doing here.
You're gonna either have one hell of a unique product,
Right.
or a hell of a closer,
Exactly.
a hell of a salesperson. If you're not communicating enough and you're selling something super high ticket,
Yeah.
it's going to be tough to sell them, right? Because the guy's going to come in, he's going to get maybe, he's not going to know enough about what you're selling, and then he's going to get sticker shock.
All right, so basically, I just want to show them what kind of other AI ads that you have going on.
I made this one with yellow sticks, or this is static image I have right here.
So this one was what, with ChatGPT?
Yeah.
Okay. So there you go, guys. This is another example.
Which, by the way, I got this ad. from pulling the pain points from so right now I'm running a call funnel, right? So,
Yeah.
which means that I get the lead, they book a call,
Yeah.
sales guy gets on the call, sell them the high ticket service. Now we've had enough calls already where I'm able to pull all the transcripts from the sales calls and find specific pain points.
That's
Right?
smart.
So this is one pain point. Is it that some of these doctors, they want to get away from like the one-to-one patient, practice business model, and they want to become like a
Authority figure.
like an authority figure online, right?
Yeah. Almost like an online celebrity, like
Yeah, exactly.
TikTok famous.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's why it says still trading hours for income in the clinic, and then we'll build your authority brand online. But everything about this ad was made with AI. This doctor does not exist. I used Canva a little bit to kind of like rearrange the text here, but that's about it.
Nice.
Doesn't take long.
That's awesome. Well, it looks pretty good. But like we were saying before, it looks good. We like it, but hey, we had to turn it off because it wasn't working. So sometimes you love something and it doesn't work. Sometimes you're like, man, I don't really love this. I'm gonna throw it out there and test it, and then it ends up like actually producing very, very well. So you never know. You gotta just test things. Oh, these are good too. The ones that are like man on the street or talking street interviews or whatever. Let me see what they're saying. Hold on. Let me start again.
Hey, David.
Oh man, this is good.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
If you are creative and you can come up with some funny, things for these people to say on the street, this can crush, man, as an ad, for marketing. We're obviously talking about, marketing related.
Yeah, even using this as a hook,
Yeah.
that could crush.
Yeah, because
In my case, having a doctor, having somebody like hold the mic to a doctor and be like, hey, what's the biggest problem you're having as a doctor?
That's right.
And then, highlight a very specific pain point.
Yeah.
And then it's going to resonate with them. And then from that hook, you lead into pitching the offer now. This is where I'll bring well in and be like, whatever the script is going to say.
Man, I like that idea. I like that because you could use that for anything. So we have a doctor now that hired us to do marketing and she specializes in like plantar fasciitis, foot pain, right? But let's say that we're interviewing somebody and we're like, so what's your biggest problem, or like what's going on with your foot? Oh, every day I wake up in the morning, I feel this pain or whatever as soon as I take my first step.
Yeah.
And then it's like boom. We maybe even cut to another video or image created by AI where it's showing like the pain inside the foot or something like that. Like a 3D anatomy or I don't know.
Yeah, it's almost like we're doing reaction videos. We're just reactions.
He has all the
I like that.
You can even do green screens. Like, this is exactly why I created this program that solves this problem.
I like that, man, because this looks really, really
No, it looks hyper real.
very real.
Yeah.
Very real. I mean, unless of course you like sit there and you like pause it and you're trying to zoom in and you're trying to find the thing about it, but just looking at it like this real quick for the next 7 seconds, you don't see anything.
Here, Scott makes it also.
How do you feel about the Knicks?
By the way, the Knicks are not going to win.
That's right.
And also, what kind of shirt is that? See, you
Okay,
would
that one?
pick up something like that, like especially if you're a Knicks fan. You know what I mean?
That one is.
But
All we're asking these things.
let's see something else.
Just see something that's awkwardly dragging.
That was real evil.
There's anything that won't drive.
Sound effects are awesome. So I've made AI videos before for ads for our e-commerce business, and I think I showed you, right? Like the girl that was walking in the street, it was like a selfie style video, just AI avatar, and she said whatever I told her to say for 5 seconds, right? But there was no sound in the background, or no like background noise. So I had to go find noise that sounded like street, which I could easily do on CapCut, by the way. But still, I had to add in like this street noise to it and like somebody honking, that kind of thing, just to make it more real. But now this thing just does it for you, man. It's good. Google VEO3.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited to use it and see what kind of results I'm able to get from it.
Oh, here's another example, man. You're about to start seeing a lot of
AI girlfriends.
AI girlfriends, exactly. And now you don't even know what's real and
Well,
what's
you know,
not
I
real.
heard Gary Vee talking about something the other day where the next wave of influencers are going to be AI.
Oh yeah, I saw
influencers.
that.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Yeah,
And it's true.
It's true.
Here's another street interview. Let's see. Let me see. Let me make it big.
If you look in
Excuse me, ma'am.
and look at all
What's the best decision you made this year?
Definitely following Venture Twins on Twitter.
Excuse me, ma'am.
You can have them say like whatever.
What's the best?
Definitely following Carlos and Jorge's podcast. You know.
Crazy. You know, it's not. What's that saying? It's like not. God, I forgot the saying, but it's like it's not that they see you once. It's just like it's that they see you every.
Repetition?
Yeah, repetition. I forgot the quote, but this makes it so easy to get your name out.
Yeah. Yeah, so true. And organically, like it looks very social media organic type thing.
This is the meme.
Yeah, of course. This is the classic animating the memes, but this is also a classic fighting with your girl.
Are you serious right now?
oh, no.
I can't believe you! You are unbelievable.
It's great. It's home. But look, so let's see. This is Google VEO3. Okay, so this is why I like this guy. You guys should follow Rory if you're not. By the way, he puts out some really cool, and he also has a newsletter that he sends out a bunch of cool stuff on, like stuff like this. Like he'll give you the structure on how to build your own prompt if you want to, like use. Well, typically he would send out Midjourney. Now he's sending out all kinds of stuff. But anyway, so this is like the video that he came out with, and he gives you the structure right here for your prompts, which is pretty cool. And what I do is I basically just copy this and I give it to ChatGPT and I say I want a video that looks like this. Use this prompt structure to build me the perfect prompt, and then I take that and now you can go to Sora, you can go to whatever.
And that's a good point, because some people may be watching this and saying, "Well, shit, that's cool. But
Yeah.
how do I come up with that?"
Yeah,
It's not like I don't know what to say.
it's true. It was hard. It still is hard for me. But with this, I'm telling you, all you do is just copy a structure that works for somebody, and then you go to ChatGPT and you say, I want a video that looks like this,
Right.
or an image that looks like this, and use this prompt structure, and it works every time. Every time. Yeah. So we already said we basically, you guys should see this one. Maybe we'll put a link in the show notes or something like that, and you guys can watch the video. It's like almost like a mini movie because he put all these things together about this plastic baby.
It's a nice stuff.
Anyways, so yeah, man. Anything else?
No, I just, the only thing is, man, if we're not using AI right now, and I know you probably hear this, I know people probably hear this a lot. Hey, you got to use that. You got to use that.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of different tools out there. But it's just like, if you're not using at least one of these, right, in your business, whether it's a personal brand or a service-based business, you're gonna, I don't know, it's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
It's gonna be tough for you to win, because how are you gonna compete with somebody like, for example, us, right?
Yeah.
Whereas we're launching, for every one of your ads, we're launching 20.
Yeah. Who's gonna find the winning end first? I mean,
What's that?
And they said
it does come down to also like how much budget you're spending for that, but for the most part, it's you got to test a lot. That's another thing, man. A lot of people don't understand how many ads you really do have to test, and it takes a lot. Like, how many split tests have you done on your landing sheet?
Shit, close to, on my landing page, over 20.
Yeah, in the last couple of weeks or whatever, you know.
Not even that. Like, there's a guy that he's actually Dean Graziosi. I was watching a video the other day. He used to be a big real estate guy.
Yeah.
Anthony Robbins,
yeah,
partner
yeah.
in the whole thing. Well, I know the guy who actually used to run his ads back in the day.
Oh, yeah?
Ran a lot of his YouTube ads, and he was saying that when they found a winner, they would launch like 100 ads, just to like nail like.
But
a
not
major-
AI ads.
Not AI. No. Now we have AI, not AI.
Wow.
These guys ran like 100 plus ads.
I wonder if it was like all videos or images.
Yeah, they were all videos. Most of this guy's
Yeah, that's
ads
crazy, though.
were done on his phone, and he was very good at hooks and he was very
Yeah.
good at speaking. So, he would do a lot of his ads on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
They'd run through so many ads and so many titles. But you know what? It's worth it, because when you think, 100 ads is a lot. I mean, The thing about these ads though is that once you find a winner, especially when you're running ads on Google, I mean, these ads can run for years.
True.
So that one ad can net you millions of dollars.
Yeah.
So
And it's just super noisy. Like people don't understand. Like you're running these ads against all the other organic stuff that's already happening there. Plus, not to mention, you got family, things around you that's already putting their attention, right? Anyways, but my point is that it's so noisy that it just takes so much to kind of penetrate, basically, or get through to your customer. That you do that with volume of ads, and you do that by like just standing out. So like I saw this ad, or not this ad, but this image right now. It kind of looks like some clay character or whatever, and it reminded me like one of your ads that was doing well was when you ran like the Simpsons style. So like the characters in the ad were Simpsons characters, but they were like the doctor and there was the marketer and the whatever. Anyways, it's funny. It stands out, and because of that, that's why it works.
and I did that because it was trending.
Oh, that's right.
So another thing too is that when you're looking when something's trending, you might as well ride the wave.
Yeah.
It's trending. So why don't you jump on the trend and see if if it works out for you.
Yeah, that's right. All right, guys. Well, hopefully that gave you some value, and we want to know what else you want to hear about. What other things you want us to cover when it comes to marketing, when it comes to building funnels, building ads, AI-related things, basically anything marketing, we can talk about it. We have a lot of experience between both of us in running ads and funnels and split testing, all kinds of different things. And so we want to build a podcast and we want to pass on that value to you guys. And if you're ready for that next step and you're looking for a marketing agency to help you, well, then we want to help you with that too, right?
Exactly. 100%.
All right, cool. Well, then we will catch you guys on the next one.
Next one. All right, guys.
Later.